we're going to talk about the Nigerian Premier League. All right. So let's see. So right now, so the current champions, champions are Remo Star. Um, and this is their first title. And I think if memory serves correctly, that manager was did something very special and very remarkable of how he's managed the club. And do you know what I mean? I think one season was fourth, next season was third, next season was second, this season is first, something like that. Like, do you know how rare that is? Or some, I don't even know what it was. There was something special. So let's read that real quick then. So, ain't that funny? The team I support, the male, I'll say male teams because the women teams they're further ahead. Anyway, the male teams I support in Yimba FC are fifth. Chelsea FC at this current time of recording this live stream, because by the time you probably see this, Chelsea are probably third. You just never ever know. Do you know what I mean? The same thing with Strasbourg. They probably end up third or fourth. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I just find it ironic that they're all fifth on the same day that I'm looking. Anyway, Nigeria Premier Football League has congratulated the Honorable Kunle Saname, the chairman of NPFL club Remo Stars, on his birthday. Oh, that's nice, because his birthday was on the 27th. Uh, apparently. Let's read this properly. Saname clocked 59 on Sunday, April 27, and the NFPFL chairman, Benga Alkebulan, I'm butchering his name, but I know it's Benga, um, said the club owner is worth celebrating by the league for his contribution to the league and football in general. On Soname is easily one of the biggest individual investors in our league. When you consider the physical structure that supports Remo Stars in Ikenne, stated that the NPFL chairman, he said that the NPFL will become a model in Africa if all clubs in the league have structural support found at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikenne. Um, in Wenger's words, it's difficult to find an expression that can sufficiently define the speciality of this honourable man. All I can say as wishes is for God to fortify you with good health and long life. Sonome's interest in club football cuts across top leagues and the Nigeria Women's Football League. He also found is the he is also the founder of the second tier Nigeria National League side Beyond Limits FC. So shout out to him still. You know what I mean? Even though this article is on the 27th, it's still good to see these type of articles. So we're just gonna see if there's latest news and you know what I mean. But I wanted to more or less celebrate Remo Stars and for winning their first league title. Because listen, it's not every day you win the league, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And as much as I can be like not upset, but like obviously I want my team to win, it. But they just wasn't good enough this season. Do you know what I mean? You don't get rid of an experienced manager, and but then obviously the experienced manager ended up trying to to support um the national side, but that didn't work as well. But anyway, they don't work well. That's the only latest news. That is okay. We move. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But other than that, as you can see here, let's just go to the table at the moment. We're just gonna go through the list and you can just see who's top. Um, if it wants to load up, it's gonna take its time. Okay, man, I haven't finished my water still. But yeah, man. All right, so this is the table right now, right, as we speak. So there's only a few more games to go. Remo Stars, obviously their first, they've won the league basically. Next under that is Rivers United, and then there's Abia Warriors. But anyway, Ikorodu City. If I'm butchering names, I'm butchering names, innit? All right, in Yimba FC, and then we're gonna stop there. Oh, look where Rangers International FC are. Look where Enugu Rangers are. All right. You see how they tried to do us dirty last season? Look where they are. They're below us. Chill down. No, I'm playing. I'm trying to be biased here. Let me be. I'm trying to be biased. I'm trying to be unbiased, innit? But I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. But yeah, I'm gonna remain humble and just be grateful to see where Indian FC as well, because they invested a lot into a lot of players, a lot of new players. So yeah, man, it's good to see that where they. I don't want to say it's good to see where they are. I wish they were a bit higher up. They still got a chance of finishing. Let's see, they're on 52 points. They still got a chance of finishing fourth, if anything. Do you know what I mean? They got a chance of finishing fourth or third. Most likely third of. Yeah, I'm gonna say that, alright. But let me know what Nigeria team you support, and are you happy where they are right now? Has there been improvement? Has there or if there hasn't been improvement, what needs to improve? Do you understand? Let me know in the comment section below. Because I with football. Football is a really strange sport. It's a strange sport because you have to remember that they're actually human beings. They're not machines. So even when they do you know what I mean? They're not machines. They're human beings. They got thoughts. They got feelings too. They go through the motions too. Do you know what I mean? Like they need rest too. They need to eat well too. They need to exercise well too. Do you understand? And they may be going through things on a personal level, and you just don't know what they like. You don't know how they respond to certain things. You don't know how they respond to pressure. Like it's so interesting when you look at it from that perspective, because then you start to be more humble and you start to just appreciate, where your team is. If I won't say appreciate where your team is, because if your team is rotting at the bottom, you ain't really gonna like that feeling. But I will say you would appreciate the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like just support them, encourage them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm talking from a perspective of knowing where Indian FC was last season compared to this season. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's been some changes. Do you know what I mean? There's been some changes, but the changes sometimes you have to adapt, and when you adapt, you got to learn how to adapt and remain finding ways to adapt to certain situations and certain things. And yeah, and then you can continue to grow and evolve. But other than that, I do think the Nigerian Premier League and Nigeria Premier Football League does need to be promoted a lot more, like outside of Nigeria per se. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't get twisted. There's other leagues in the African continent as well. Yeah, there's different leagues. These leagues need to be promoted because there's a lot of Africans in general, even outside of Africa, that support teams in England, for example, or teams in Spain, or teams in Italy. So why not our own countries? You understand? That's why I'm doing things like this. So anyway, if you like that, make sure you stay subscribed because more content is coming in regards to this. But anyway, make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe. Let's get into the next thing real quick.